welcome to the Intuitive Messenger channel. They call me Mitchell, and this is, I don't know what today is, but today is Sunday, May 17th, 2015. I'm going to cover some things for today and tomorrow, maybe, I don't know. So this may be a longer video. I'm feeling like 10 minutes, but because I've got some stories to tell. So I'm taking a page out of my friend Kapil's book. And I want to do this right away so I don't forget it. So right here, this is Kapil Raj. He does KRS channel. He's a Vedic astrologer. If you're feeling this wild and crazy energy that's been happening lately, I was feeling it heavy about 3 weeks ago. I feel like I've been through it. I'm good, but more and more people are starting to feel the after effects of it now. We're moving into retrograde, Mercury retrograde, among other things. But connect with this man on Facebook, his YouTube channels. If you've not got a reading from him, grab your Vedic astrology. It's affordable and expansive. Also, this man right here, this is the Leo King, David Lawrence Palmer. If you've not connected with him, do. And the reason I'm talking about these two guys and the third one is because these are some of my teachers. These are some of the teachers that get to the point. They don't draw things out. They tell what's going on, and they're doing the work. And they're also, like me, a lot of times feeling what's going on in the world, and we're working through it together. And then the third one is Lee Harris, and this is him right here. So find them all on YouTube, all on Facebook. So the reason I'm pointing them out is because this, like I said, I'm trying to not make this a long story, but this past Tuesday I was on Andrea Perron, who is the oldest daughter of the Perron family, who the movie Conjuring was made of. She's written the trilogy. I was on her show, A World Awakening. Also George R. Lopez, the Dead Air Paranormal Show. I was on their radio show talking about what's going on in the paranormal community and some of the backbiting, stabbing, and all this energy and shifting and changing. And you know, I'm not that up on all that, but it's something that I talk about. I have great connections with the blue lizard folk from the other worlds, this world, our world, you know, so I was in that moment that night, and we were just talking, and I said, you know, in my community, the tarot world, the psychic, the medium world, I'm seeing this craziness online as well. People leaving groups, coming into groups, you know, dropping crap and running, and just the energy is all over. And these three teachers have all echoed it. I just woke up this morning and Lee Harris is like, his forecast for May popped up. Now the funny thing is it's probably been out for a week or two, and I just got to see it. So it's like it all hit. And yesterday Kapil did a great reading about what's going on. He was very open and transparent about he and his wife and what they're feeling. And so it's just all of this stuff going on. So I was on the show on Tuesday night with Andrea and them, and you know, we're talking aliens and other stuff and love and light and raising the vibration of this community. And I said to them, I said, you know, probably about a week or two before that, so about 2 weeks now, I have my meditation, and I call in all the guides and high vibrational beings and all those on the other side to help me. And I added the word aliens, which we discussed the semantics of the word aliens. And I'm choosing to use the word star people now, or other worldly beings, whatever works. It's all, again, semantics, and we did discuss that. So I said, you know, I've called them in for better communication with me. Well, then yesterday, Kapil sends me, you know, his video directly because he mentioned my name and we were talking about some of the same things, and so I got to watch it. And then this morning, Lee Harris's video popped up, and I posted them, and everybody's going, "Oh my gosh!" Rhonda George is like, "Oh my gosh!" You know, it's like we've named it now. We can't put it back in the closet. We've named what's going on, and other people have been naming it for quite a while. So it's not like we're discovering it brand spanking new, but it's getting to the masses. It's getting into my community, in my world, which is very interesting. So then last night, Fabian's been gone the last 2 nights, and he's gone 2 more nights, and whenever he's out of the house and I'm by myself, it's when some of the most otherworldly activity happens. When he's here, it's spirit, mediumship, you know, dead talking. You know, he's even seen things at our house, and when he does, I know it's pretty powerful. But the last time he was out, I had some serious visits from, you know, aliens, star people, you know, the blues. So last night I'm watching Ancient Aliens, some episodes I hadn't seen, and all of a sudden in the middle of one of the episodes they had a commercial for Hangar One, which is MUFON, the Mutual UFO Network, which has been around like 50 years, and I'm familiar with it, but not that. And I was like, Hangar One, let me record that. So I go, and there's like 5 episodes on demand, and there's star people. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Which, again, it's not new, but it's synchronistic for me. So I immediately stopped watching Aliens, jump onto Star People, started watching it, didn't even get through it. Because as I'm watching it, I'm immediately, as a psychic and a medium, I'm immediately connecting to the energy of these people. And Andrea Perrin said, when I described one entity, I was calling them the golden one. She said those are the whites. So they kind of glowed a little more golden, but I know exactly what she's talking about, versus the little gray ones, a little more human-like to me, white. They feel a little taller. Their faces don't look quite as big eyes, but more almost like human eyes. And, you know, this is out of my comfort zone for you guys, but it's not out of my comfort zone for talking. So this is kind of fun to get it out too, because I have my people I talk with about. So last night I'm literally sitting there and I'm connecting, and I'm like, we'll connect with you outside at 10 o'clock. It's like 9:30, 9:45. You can see where I'm posting things. And I'm like, okay. You know, Fabian's gone. I'm like, don't y'all scare me. Don't like just pop up. You know, I need to know you're coming. And I'm, you know, having this conversation back and forth. And I'm like, can I bring the dogs? And they, no, the dogs may scare us. And I was like, well, that's odd. I mean, you know, so the communication was very clear. So I go outside and I lay down on our pool deck and I stare up at the sky. It's somewhat dark. I'm in a neighborhood and I'm taking pictures left and right, because the two corners in my backyard, which is all cinder block in, the two corners are hot spots. But the one with the 3 palm trees with lights on and the fountain is such a hot spot. And I kept hearing, this is where they're going to come. This is where they're going to come. And so I'm laying there and I'm just looking up and I'm just kind of communicating and talking. And finally I get up and I said, you know, it's been about 10 minutes. So I'm going to start to go in. And the dogs were just milling around. And all of a sudden my entire body started vibrating. And when I connect with those on the other side and I'm working with clients, I feel a little vibration. But this was my entire body. Almost like, you know, that feeling you might get when you're thinking you're going to be mugged in a street. It's like that. Your entire being is on, and it just came on. And I turned to that corner, and don't get excited, nothing, not a big reveal, but for me it was. And I turned to that corner and I'm vibrating, and all of a sudden Sheldon starts barking, and then Tiffany starts barking, and they run to the corner. They run to the corner, and I'm like, okay, this is what you meant by the dogs would scare them. And I was literally waiting for them to materialize and be shown themselves to me, you know. And again, this is my experience and it's unique to me. And that's what's important, because I could blow this off. I could say, whatever, but it was unique to me. There's more. So, you know, I'm watching, and all of a sudden I'm seeing them kind of bark and move down the fence. And, you know, we have critters in our neighborhood, and all of a sudden from behind, I'm by myself with my dogs, from behind the bamboo, I see something moving. I'm like, holy shit. And lo and behold, it's a possum. And here's the picture I got. So I get up and I get to this possum, and I have my camera and I'm taking pictures. There's Sheldon. Sheldon's barking. And we're talking about the possum. Maybe it's back again. Isn't that funny? This is what they did last night. And I'm taking pictures of this possum. And like I can see little legs going up inside. So it's a mama possum. It's got its babies inside. And the look on this possum, so I took a couple pictures and I put the dogs inside. Hold on a second. Thank you, Sheldon. Thank you, Tiffany. Sheldon, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. They're protecting. So I'm taking these pictures, and then I put the dogs inside so I could have quiet, and I come back out, and that possum's still there. And just the love that was there was so bizarre. And if you've ever studied any of Dolores Cannon's books, she talks a lot about people and their experiences when they're under hypnosis, driving down the road, and all of a sudden like an owl will be in the road, and they stop because there's this owl, and it's often bigger and larger than normal. And then they lose a block of time. And what they found out was those owls, or those animals that they see, are often ways for us to see something but not totally freak out. And what did I say when I was in the house? Don't freak me out. So here they are showing themselves in the form of a possum in my backyard. And again, I know the logical side to all this. It was a possum. It was walking by. But the synchronistic moments of leading up to this is where my faith and my belief comes in. Because as a psychic and a medium, I can validate some things, but most of it is on faith and trust and belief. So it was just a powerful moment, and I thank them for coming. I know that it's going to get a little bit more high in vibration. And then this morning I'm jogging through my neighborhood, and I saw this beautiful grasshopper, you know, pop up, and I almost stepped on it. Literally, I just happened to look down, and there it is. And it was a black one versus a green one, like I'm going to show you here. And it said jump. Jump. Those are the words the grasshopper shouts out. Take a chance, trust your hunches, and leap forward. Grasshoppers do not move slowly or step by step, which is what I've always kind of done. It jumps at an alarming rate. Trust your own instincts and when to make the leaps. Trust your inner voice. It will lead you to great success. Do not be afraid to leap. And remember that grasshoppers only leap forward, never backward. And remember, grasshopper is the Chinese symbol of good luck and abundance. So what a wild events, synchronistic moment of events that have just happened. So like I said, I don't even know how I'm supposed to give cards today. And I don't think I am, because that was a long enough message. You know, today is 21 day. It's about bringing things to an end. It's also 3, which is birth, starts, and beginnings. Tomorrow's a 22 day. That's a powerful master builder, visionary number. So we're in the middle of something really powerful. Mercury goes into retrograde. I think it's tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, the 17th. So you guys, here's the biggest message I can give you. And if you've stayed with me this long, thank you. This is your wake-up call. The energy is wild and it is crazy. If you are not someone who brushes their teeth regularly, all of a sudden one day you're going to wake up and your teeth are going to be rotten, and it's too late. It's too late. You're going to have to go get them taken out or filled or capped or crowned or whatever. You know, if all of a sudden you wake up and you say, hey, it's race day, you got a 26-mile marathon to run, you're not prepared for it. You know, if you've let yourself go and you've gained 100 pounds and you need to get it off now because you've got to move, you've got to change, it's not going to come off fast. So now is the wake-up call. Listen to the energy. That's why I pointed out these 3 guys. I know you're probably watching me watch these 3 guys. Listen. Your wake-up call is to trust your instinct, to grow your intuition, to vibrate as high as you possibly can, to keep that parachute, like your mind, open, you know, for all the possibilities coming at you. So this video is full of high vibration for you, full of just growth, enlightenment. I've set the intention, so accept it. Not so much the words I'm saying, just the vibration coming through, just like last night when I felt them approaching, my whole body started vibrating. And what it was I was being raised up. Now, what you guys are feeling is your own vibration being raised up, and then you need a moment where you can settle down and you raise up again. How do I do that? Sometimes it is quiet meditation. I do that every day. But for me also, unique to me, I go out and I jog. I do body step. Some of you, it may be gardening. Some of you, it may be marathon running. Some of you, it may be swimming. Some of you, it may be reading quietly in a coffee shop full of people or by yourself in your bed. Find what works for you. Prepare yourself. This is not a scary thing. This should not be like a warning of doom and gloom. This is just, you know what? We're moving forward. Get on the boat, because it's going to be a swim to catch up if you don't. So that's the only warning I'll say. So namaste. Have an amazing day. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.